Hey everyone, welcome back, and I'm going to do a book haul. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I just wanted to show you some of the books that I have gotten over the past couple months and share with you some of the books that I am super excited to have. I mean, I'm excited about all of them, but there's a few that I'm like super excited to have because they're some of my most anticipated for this year, and I just wanted to share them with you, so I hope you enjoy. I'm going in no particular order here. Some of these books I thrifted, like got at like Second and Charles or like a thrift store or something like that. Others I just bought or I've received as a gift. So that's what this video is. So I hope you enjoy it. First one we're going to talk about is They Drown Our Daughters. This is supposed to be a gothic ghost horror story about a specific place. It's called Cape Disappointment, and it is supposedly haunted, and when women or their daughters go there, they end up dying. This is what I have gathered so far. I may be completely wrong, but I just thought that the overall cover was beautiful, and it says a part modern gothic, part ghost story, explores the depths of motherhood, identity, and the lengths a woman will go to hold on to both. So there's this. Next book I picked up is Love Unscripted by Owen Nichols, and this is supposed to be a rom-com about a guy who ends up getting dumped by his girlfriend, his longtime girlfriend, and I think it's a second chance romance is from what I have gathered. I'm not really sure, but I have heard that it has a lot of 90s and early 2000s movie references, which was like my favorite movie time ever. So I'm excited to get into this. Then I picked up Binti. This is the trilogy. This is about a girl named Binti, and she receives a scholarship to go to this out of the university, like college. And on the way there, the ship gets attacked by some sort of alien, and she is the only one that survives, and she has to figure it out on her own, how to survive in space on a spaceship and try not to get like eaten or murdered or whatever by this thing that has tentacles. So excited for this. I picked up Birds of Prey as well, and I thought this cover was beautiful. Plus, this is a YA fantasy book, and it's kind of reminded me of Hunger Games a little bit, where these teenagers are in they're going hunting for this monster that's like killing everybody or something like that. So I figured that this would be a good start where I could go into YA or fantasy in general. I have noticed that I enjoy more YA fantasy than I do adult fantasy, so I just figured that this would be like a good one for me because sometimes my brain can't handle fantasy. Then my book of the month pick this month is The Last Word by Taylor Adams, and I'm super excited about this. This is one of my most anticipated for 2023, and this is about a writer and a reviewer. The reviewer has left a 1-star review on this author's work, and then mysteriously things start happening to her in her house. She lives in the middle of nowhere, and she believes that the author of the book that she gave a bad review on is the one that's doing the things. So super excited about this. This is also a book pick for one of the book clubs that I'm in. I'm excited about it. Then I picked up another book that is most anticipated for 2023, and it is She Is a Haunting. This is a YA horror book about a girl who goes to her family, like her family's home, and people are becoming the house. And that's all I know, and that's all I want to know about it. I also picked up The Devotion of Suspect X, and this is also one of the book club picks for May that I'm in, like for one of the book clubs that I'm in, and this is about a woman who has murdered, I believe, her husband, or husband, something like that. It's supposed to be a wild ride. It's supposed to have a lot of twists and turns. It's about a mother trying to, you know, protect her daughter, and she ends up murdering somebody, I believe. We will see how it goes. Then I picked up Whispers Down the Lane, and this is a horror book set in the 80s. Super excited about it. Again, it's one of the book club picks that I'm in, and I also have the audiobook for this, so I'm super excited about this one. Next book I have is The Violence, and this is about a disease and if you get the disease, you do bad things. All I want to know about this too. Have the audiobook for this as well. Super excited to get into it. Then I have The Girls Who Disappeared, and when I picked this one up, the person at the counter said that this is really, really dark. It's a thriller. I think it's a crime thriller or a haunted crime thriller something. It's supposed to be very twisty. It's supposed to be about girls who disappeared, obviously, because that's in the title. But all I want to know is that it is twisty, could be haunted, could be kind of horror-y at the same time. I just know it's a thriller. Yep. Obviously, I'm excited. Then I picked up We Are Okay, and I've just heard really good things about this. It's a YA contemporary about teenagers going through grief. So somebody has lost their friend, or their friend has disappeared or something like that, and they're going through the grief of losing someone. So pick this up. Then I have Docile. I know that this is a science fiction book, and I'm going to read you the little blurb on the back. It says it's a science fiction parable about love, sex, wealth, and death, abuse and power, and a challenging tour de force that at turns seduces and startles. I don't really know a lot about this. I have seen up and down reviews about it. It's just interesting to me. And it's science fiction. It's about capitalism, and it just sounded interesting to me, surprisingly, since it is a political science fiction book. But okay. Then I picked up The Bone Collector. This was one of those cover buys. I saw it and I was like, ooh, gotta have that. It's about a serial killer, obviously collects bones, secrets start coming out, and it sounded right up my alley. This author specifically was recommended to me on TikTok, and it says Come Out Wherever You Are. This is by Catherine Foxfield. I think this is a YA book. I believe so. It's about a reality game show that will scare you to death. I think it's YA horror paranormal book. But supposedly it's supposed to help get out of reading slumps, so there you go. Next one I found is The Happy Place by Emily Henry, and this is a second chance romance. Fake dating. Two people end up breaking up, but they're going to their friend's lake house for the last time, and they have to pretend like they're still together. It's a forced proximity, one bed trope. It's just got a lot of good tropes in here, and I am excited to read it. It sounds like a fun summertime read, and I figure that this will be great when I go on vacation. Then I received The Venue by TJ Payne, and this is a horror book about people going to a wedding, and it's supposed to be you can't get out alive when you go to this wedding. I don't really know, but it sounds dark, and yep. Then I was recommended this Pen Pal. I've heard of this book, obviously, because it's all over everywhere, but I was told that it is a good horror book that can help me get into the horror genre a little bit more. Obviously, I am still on my horror journey, but this is supposed to be a spooky dooky one. Then I got Tender Is the Flesh. I'm sure you've heard of this book. If you haven't, it's about a world where instead of people eat animals, they eat humans, and I don't want to know anything else going into this. Then I picked up The Cult Called Freedom House. This is supposed to be obviously a horror book about a cult. I think it has some paranormal aspects to it as well. Then I picked up Tell Me I'm Worthless, and I've heard really good things about this. This is a YA horror book, and it's about paranormal things. Yes, obviously there's a trend here. And then the last one that I have is Exquisite Corpse. It's a horror book about two serial killers that like to mess with dead bodies. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'll end up finishing it, but you either love it or you hate it, and sometimes people just don't want to ever think about it again after they read it. So sounds like it's my kind of thing. But those are some of the books that I have received over the past couple months, and I'm excited to get into these. You will see some of these books in some more reading vlogs that are coming up. I know that this channel has been a lot of vlogs lately. I am enjoying the vlogs. If you want to see something else, let me know, but Otherwise, I'll keep doing the vlogs because I've been enjoying them. They're easier for me to do as well with my lifestyle. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.